Welcome to Pure Mathematics 1 Function and Graphs Video 2, Composite Functions. Sometimes the input of a function is another function. For example, evaluate y equals fg of x when x equals 3. Given f of x equals x add 2 and g of x equals x squared minus 1. This means g of x is the input of f of x. Now there are two approaches you can take. The first approach is to evaluate g of x using x equals 3, and then you take the output from g of x as the input for f of x to obtain y. So when x equals 3 and we evaluate g of x, it will be g of 3 equals 3 squared minus 1, which gives us 8, and then we take 8 as the input of f of x. 8 add 2 gives us 10. So fg of x when x equals 3 is 10. The second approach is to take the whole expression for g of x and replace x in f of x with the whole expression as shown. So f of x is x add 2. Now in place of x, we write the whole expression x squared minus 1 in brackets and then add 2. Then we can simplify that to x squared add 1. Once we've got the simplified expression for f g of x, which equals x squared plus 1, we can substitute x equals 3 and obtain 3 squared plus 1, which is 10. And this is the same result as we had before. Now we can repeat this process, and in example 2 we are now evaluating y equals g f of x when x is 3. Given f of x equals x add 2 and g of x equals x squared minus 1. I hope you can recognize that we are using the same functions, f of x and g of x. In this second part, f of x is now the input for g of x. So again, using the two different approaches, we are going to evaluate f of x first when x equals 3, which gives 5, because x add 2 is f of x and 3 add 2 is 5. And then we take 5 to input into g of x, so 5 squared minus 1, that gives us 24. That's the first solution. And then the second method is we take the whole expression, which is x squared plus 2, f of x equals x squared plus 2, x plus 2. So we take the x add 2 and replace x in g of x. So what we have is, open brackets, x squared add 2 all squared minus 1 as shown, and this gives our algebraic expression of g f of x equal to, open brackets, x add 2 close brackets squared minus 1. Now to evaluate, we substitute for x equals 3, which gives us 3 add 2, which is 5. 5 squared is 25, take away 1 is 24. 24 is the same answer we found before. Now this demonstrates a very important feature about composite functions. The order is very important. In the first place, we calculated fg of x and the output was 4 when x is 3. But when we evaluate f of x when x is 3, the answer is 24. So you need to be careful when working out composite functions. Thank you very much for your attention.